I asked the authoritative positions, why was I being kicked out? They said, it's not up to me. But it's up to you to re-sign that paperwork that you had me sign to get in that program. Those 3 hours I spent in that crowded room, filling out all the questionnaires and everything honestly, and taking that sincere step toward a changed life was for nothing. Because you threw me right back out here. I'm only speaking to the ones that ain't. 31 days I spent on the ground at a particular shelter. I won't name any names of that particular shelter, but I will say this, it's not far away. Never far away. Got that? Not name no names. I just said it's not far away. 3 times I said the same thing. How many more times do I have to say this? Same thing. Anyway, did the requirements. Stayed in the cold outside. 31 days, slept on the ground. Very thin blanket. Nothing they provided, something I scraped up, scraped up, found, washed, mended much as I could, because I didn't have much then. But just beginning. But their statement is, we want to help those that want to help themselves. I am one of them who stood in that line and volunteered myself, which was helpless, for some help. Filled out the paperwork. About 3 hours worth of paperwork, mind you. Oh yeah, you're signing your life away. They want to know everything about you. Your front, your back, your side, your over, your under, you're in, you're out. Huh? To finally get that opportunity to be housed in that program. After spending 31 days in the cold, in the rain, in the sometimes hungry nights. To be told, after only being there 24 hours, you gotta go. We can't have you in our program. Our program. Who is our program? The statements that's being made? The promises that were parlayed? Or the assumptions? They said that I had too much violence on my record. Grant, I'm not an innocent man according to the law. I have done some time for some things that I have done, but my mind has changed. My activity is no longer the same. So my thinking has changed as well. No more stinking, sinking. At least so I thought, till I got to this program. I asked the authoritative positions, why was I being kicked out? They said, it's not up to me. But it's up to you to re-sign that paperwork that you had me sign to get in that program. Those 3 hours I spent in that crowded room, filling out all the questionnaires and everything honestly, and taking that sincere step toward a changed life was for nothing. Because you threw me right back out here and said I wasn't good enough. But yet your pledge says we want all them who have had problems. We want them who have had difficulties. We want them who've had some issues. Well, what? Oh, my issues are the issue too much, huh? Well, I guess it was. So that discouraged me from entering or seeking after any other particular self-help. I mean, I'm a writer myself. And I think the books that I've written can help these people a whole lot more better than that program that they promised to help me with that they didn't. 24 hours later, I was kicked back out on the street. So here I am, 2 years later, still unhoused.